Algebra 1, this is lesson 1.2, solving linear equations. Your objective, write this in your notes. Students will be able to create and solve linear equations with one variable. First, some vocabulary. Write all these down. A variable is a symbol for a value we don't know yet. Okay? Oftentimes you see X or Y or Z. Sometimes later we'll see theta, some Greek letters. They're all variables. They stand for a value we don't know yet. An equation is a math statement that tells us two things are equal. It uses an equal sign. Okay? A solution is a value or values that make an equation true. Example 1, write this in your notes. Draw a line through the equal sign if you need it to help you. Okay, we have a left side and a right side. 4b plus 14 equals 22. I need to get b by itself. So first I'm going to remove this 14, this positive 14, by subtracting 14 from both sides. I do that so I maintain balance. 14 minus 14 is 0, so I have nothing there. 4b comes down. 22 minus 14 is 8. 4b divided by 4, because I have 4 times b, I do the inverse operation, which is division. This little bar means division. Okay. 4 divided by 4 is 1. I don't write the 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. B equals 2. That's a solution that if I plugged it back in would make my original equation true. Example number 2. Write this down in your notes. I draw my line to organize my work. I have a left and a right side. I encourage you to write the line, okay? Until you've mastered this process, I encourage you to write the line. I want to see it. Negative 6 times k minus 3 equals 39. Sorry if I'm shouting. So I need to get k by itself. First thing I'm going to do is move this negative 3, get rid of it. So I'm going to add 3 to both sides because addition is the inverse of subtraction. Negative 3 plus 3, that's 0. So now I have negative 6k equals 42. 39 plus 3 is 42. I have negative 6 times k. The inverse operation of multiplication is division. That's what that bar is. And I divide by the number that I'm multiplying k by. Any number divided by itself is 1. So negative 6 divided by negative 6 is 1. So I have 1k equals negative 7. 42, which is positive, divided by negative, means that's negative. 42 divided by 6 is 7. So this is my solution. Example number 3. Write this down in your notes. Draw the line, separate the left side from the right side. My line's a little crooked. This looks complicated here, but it will be fine. 15 minus 2 times parentheses 3 minus 2x, close parentheses, equals 46. First, let's take care of these parentheses. So I have 15. This is a negative 2. This minus belongs to the 2. Okay, just want to point that out. So I have negative 2 times positive 3 is negative 6. Negative 2 times negative 2x, this minus here belongs to this 2x, becomes positive 4x, equals 46. Now my parentheses, you'll notice, they're gone. Okay? I'm going to combine like terms. That means terms that have the same variable, I can add them together. In this case, there's no variable. 15 and minus 6 are constants, so I just add or subtract them. So 15 minus 6 is 9, plus 4x equals 46. Now this is a positive 9, so I need a negative 9. Minus is the inverse of plus. And I have to do it to both sides to get rid of it. So I have 4x equals, that is 37. 46 minus 9 is 37. I have 4 times x, so I do division. That's what that bar is there. Division. 4 times x, so I divide by the number that's being multiplied. And I have to do it to both sides. 4 divided by 4 is 1, so I have x equals 37 over 4. I can't reduce that. It's an improper fraction, and that is a proper answer or solution to this original equation. Example 4, write this down. 2/3 y minus 2/5 equals 5. I have a left side and a right side. We're going to do this without canceling the fractions out. We're going to use the fractions. So I have 2/5, which is being subtracted from 2/3 y. So I'm going to add 2/5 to both sides because addition is the inverse operation of subtraction. Fractions are our friend. Do not worry about the fractions. So I'm left with 2/3 y. That equals 5 plus 2/5. This, right, if you remember adding fractions, I need a common denominator. This is essentially 5 over 1 plus 2 over 5. Common denominator would be 5, so I have 25 plus 2. Each of them are over 5 now, right? What do I have to do to make that a 5? I multiply the top and the bottom by 5. We add, I get 27 over 5. So that's what I have. 2/3 y equals 27 over 5. We can do this in 2 steps or 1 step. I'm going to show you how to do it in 1 step. And if you have questions, then later on I can show you how to do it in 2. So I have 2 divided by 3 times y. Well, then I'm going to take the reciprocal and do 3 divided by 2, and I'm going to multiply it. Okay, but I'm going to do that to both sides. So I go across, I have 3 times 2 over 2 times 3 times y. These both equal 3 times 2 and 2 times 3 is 6. So I have 6 divided by 6. That's just 1. This is not as simple. I have 27 times 3, which is 81. I have 5 times 2, which is 10. So y equals 81 over 10. That's the solution. Example 5, write this down. Draw your line. You have a left side and a right side. Say what now? What did you say? 2 times x plus 4 in the numerator divided by 3 minus 8 equals 32. Okay. I want to take care of the parentheses first. So let's do that. We're going to distribute. Positive 2 times x, positive 2 times 4. So I have 2x plus 8 over 3 minus 8 equals 32. That doesn't look much better, but fear not. First thing I'm going to do is get rid of this negative 8. So I'm subtracting 8. The inverse of subtraction is addition. So I add 8 to both sides. This goes away. Negative 8 plus 8 is 0. So I have 2x plus 8 over 3 equals 40. That's a little simpler. This I can't do in more than one step. Or excuse me, in just one step. I need more. So I'm going to get rid of this. This is divided by 3, so I'm going to multiply it times 3. I'm just going to write 3 over 1 so you can see that I have 3 in the numerator, 3 in the denominator. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So that goes away. Now I have 2x plus 8 equals 40 times 3 is 120. Just trust me. Next, I'm going to remove the positive 8 by subtracting 8 from both sides. I get 2x equals 112. 120 minus 8 is 112. Divide both sides by 2. 2 divided by 2 is x. Is 1. So I have 1x equals 56. That's the solution to this equation. Okay, let's recap. Review your vocab. Okay? Solving an equation. Whatever you do on the left, do on the right. For balance. Otherwise, you change the solution. Okay? Balance your equation. All right? Remember inverse operations. The inverse of addition is subtraction, and the inverse of multiplication is division. These are going to be our foundational operations we're going to be using to solve equations. Your assignment for this lesson is found on page 16 through 17 of your textbook. You're going to do numbers 16 through 38 all, as well as number 40. Work hard. If you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me. Take care.